Okay, I want to thank everybody for coming to our 6th annual North Tonawanda Basketball Hall of Fame induction ceremony. I know it is very important for the inductees to have friends and family at the facility to help them celebrate. I think they're going to find it's a very enjoyable evening, as I've been telling them for the past month or two. And we do welcome all of you to a reception in their honor at Climax Tavern immediately following the varsity game. One request, stay and please cheer on North Tonawanda. Eric has not won a game on the Hall of Fame night in 4 years, so he's very reluctant to host this. So please stay and help the team go on. I'm going to be very brief. I asked the presenters and the inductees to do the same because a lot of you want to get back into the game. I'm just going to say one thing very quickly. Before I walked in, Wally Lipinoga, who is the proud grandfather of one of the inductees today, asked me, how I was doing with my dad not being here. This first year he hasn't been able to attend, obviously. And I just want to say a couple words that he would share with you today, and I'm going to share with the inductees and also with the parents. I didn't find out until my dad passed away that he was inducted into a Hall of Fame in Brooklyn. He was just a humble guy who would not tell anybody what he was involved with and how good an athlete he was. And it's really a shame that my brother and I didn't find out about that until after he passed away. So I'm just a word to the inductees tonight and to those that are already inducted. Don't be quite so humble. It's good to be humble, but share the things with your family that you've excelled in and that you can be proud of. So that would be my words of advice for that. But he'd also say the other thing is that you can be too proud as well. He always said, if you're proud of your accomplishments and you know what you've done, that's enough. You don't have to tell people. And I would caution the same. So without further ado, I'm going to introduce Bill Strapko, who is already a member of our Hall of Fame, and he will induct George Whitman.
Thank you. It's quite an honor to introduce this inductee, George Driscoll, into the NTHS Basketball Hall of Fame. But sadly, this has to be posthumously. When the high school organized the Hall of Fame, they were only going to have the people from 60 on up. And after a while, and discussing it over, why we decided to have a Legends group, which would be from 1960 down. So we have a Legends group that goes from the early 30s to 60, and then the modern group. Well, Red Driscoll was one of the first people in that played high school football or basketball at that time, and he played 3 years of varsity ball. Oh, let's see here. Got this all mixed up. Anyway, Red played 3 years of varsity ball, and he was one of the finest ball players to come out of our school. He was a smooth player, and he, not used to this. Our era, to start with, never had the statistics because the rules were quite different from what they are now. Back then, they used to jump center after every basket made, which slowed the game quite a bit. They eliminated that in the years of 1935, 36. That was the last time they had the center jump after a basket. And they started with the taking the ball out of bounds in the 36, 37 season. There are other rule changes along with that. One of them was moving the ball up court. And the time we played, they had no time limit for moving the ball up court. They had no time limit for getting rid of the ball, taking a shot either, which has sped up the game. It was a slow game. The scoring just wasn't there as it is today. So the players did not have the statistic, but they could compete with the players of today, I'm sure. George was a complete unselfish player. He could do it all. He was a good ball handler. He dribbled well. He could drive to the basket. He could take the outside shot, the inside shot. He could take a bank shot, and you'd never know. He would score 15, 20 points, and you'd never know he had that many points because he just was that smooth and didn't take any shots, unnecessary shots, that is. He could control a game too because he was all over the court. He would disrupt the game whoever he was guarding. He would steal the ball on him. You'd see his man dribbling down towards the basket, and the next thing you know, you could see Red dribbling the ball towards his basket and scoring. He played during the Depression years. That would be from 29 to 32, and that was the height of the Depression. And I'm sure that he had many scholarships offered to him, but he chose to stay home and work. And he did work at Durez for 39 years, I guess, and worked himself up to a supervisory position. Hey, let's see. Oh, thank you.